To the school committee meeting of Tuesday, November 12th. Can we please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
We'll go on to the acceptance of the minutes for the meeting of October 28th. I'll entertain a motion to accept.
So I have to abstain because I wasn't here.
And so we can't. So we're not going to be able to vote on that tonight.
Oh,
Thank you for remembering.
I can't second it, even though I was there.
You can. We need 3 to vote.
Okay.
And so there's not 3 of us. So we'll table it till the next meeting. All right. And nothing under audience. Thanks, Melissa, for remembering. Reports. We have monthly reports for administrators, Ms. Shipper, Mr. McAllister, Ms. Shifley, and Ms. Sheehan. We have one for guidance, Ms. Black, nurse, Ms. Davis, and pupil personnel services with Dr. Manigula. I'll entertain 4 motions for a vote to approve the reports.
4 motions for approval.
Now you second.
Second?
All those in favor? And that's a vote. School newsletters, we have Eston, Phelps, the middle school and the high school. Any comments or questions on the newsletters?
I just think they're terrific.
They are?
Yeah, they're really good.
No, I love how they come in multiple languages to reach all of our families, so I appreciate the work that goes into that.
All right, I agree. Thank you. All right. Under old business, we have completed fundraisers. I have 4 of them to read. The first one is Eston's PAC Name the Circle. They collected $6,500. They used $300 in expenses. Their net profit was $6,200. It's outstanding.
Wow.
I know, it's crazy. It's impressive is what it is. Rockland High School Student Council did a SNAP raise. They collected $3,793.60, no expenses. Congratulations. The Student Council also did their Rockland Walks for Jimmy Funds student. They sold T-shirts. They collected $2,546.82. And the Rockland High School GSA did the pumpkin candygram. Students can purchase the candygram for Halloween, and they raised $42. Congratulations on that. And that was 4. And now we'll move on to the town meeting. Dr. Cronin.
Thank you. Just want to remind everyone we have a very important town meeting coming up on Wednesday, November 20th at 7 p.m. There's free babysitting available and plenty of parking. So please come out. It's very important. There's some money being moved around in the budget, and we really need a quorum. So we're encouraging everyone to please mark their calendars. Again, that's Wednesday, November 20th at 7 p.m. And again, babysitting is available. Please come out and do your civic duty and join us. Let me see. There's one other thing about town meeting. There are two items on the agenda that are relative to the school department. The first is the moving of the money, and the second is the reallocation of some funding that is going to relocate the Parks and Rec department and the daycare. Our plan again is to relocate that to the Eston School to do a module over there, and so there's a vote on the town meeting floor on the 20th for that as well. So please come out on the 20th. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you. I just wanted to flip the coin. If they don't come out, it just means that the money sits until May's town meeting?
No.
No.
Okay.
For the supplemental budget that both the school committee, the select board, and finance committee have recommended, if there's not a quorum, that money will not be available for this fiscal year because the town is required to submit their tax recap sheet
Okay.
with the Department of Revenue. And so the vote for that money needs to be completed prior to the submission of the recap sheet. So if there's not a quorum and there's not a vote, the school department will not receive that money
This year.
will not
year.
receive that money ever.
Okay. And then the Eston and the Parks Department, we wanted that on the November 20th because we wanted to have it get going this year rather than waiting until May.
It would delay any action by 6 months.
That's what I thought.
Of reallocation.
Of moving
The school department funded the establishment of the boundary lines out of the operating budget, but for any, the survey work, for any further work to be done for that project, we need to have that
We wanted
vote
to
on
get started on that
August
rather than
20th.
wait. All right. I thought there was two important reasons.
Yes.
And I wanted to explain it to the people.
Yes.
The 8 of them that are watching
Yes.
us.
Wednesday, November 20th.
Well,
All right.
especially the number of emails that we've gotten with people that are worried about the future of the daycare, really, really
Right.
important that everybody who cares so much about the daycare, and there are many people in this town that do it, that they show up and show their support for the daycare by being there for that vote.
Excellent
Yep.
point, Melissa. I agree with that. Anything else on that? No? Okay. Thank you. Excellent point. All right, we'll move on to new business. We have new fundraisers. We have just one of those. We have the Rockland High School Student Council. They have Mr. Rockland. It is coming this Thursday. Senior and junior boys compete for a free tux rental and a parking spot. It's like a very specific parking spot with their name on a sign, and additional proceeds go towards future events. I'll entertain one motion.
A motion to approve?
Second?
All those in favor? Great, thank you. And then we have a homeschool request from Ms. Manigula, Dr. Manigula, for one student. Any
Yep.
questions on that? Go
Just
ahead.
had one that came in after we did
Right,
the
that we
other
were
20
waiting for.
plus, yeah.
All right, no questions? I'll entertain a motion to pass the homeschool request.
A motion to pass?
Second?
All those in favor? That's a vote, thank you. And then we have term one highlights. Back to you, Dr. Crum.
Thank you very much. It's hard to believe that we're on to term 2 already, but I just wanted to put together a little, life goes fast, and a lot of things are happening every day in each of our schools. That's me. Can we get back to the PowerPoint? There we go. Thank you very much. So just want to start with the Early Childhood Center. We have 249 students, just to remind everyone, just at the Early Childhood Center, so that's just preschool and kindergarten. Preschool has rolling admissions, which just means it's constantly happening because kids are turning age 3, and then they are eligible for early intervention, so we are picking up students as the year goes on, always, and assessing new students and adding new students to the preschool. Our universal kindergarten program is 157 students in 8 classrooms, and they are now participating in phys ed, music, STEAM, art, and library. And one of the highlights for the Early Childhood Center is the addition of our partnership with the South Shore Conservatory. That is the picture third from the left, and that is Catherine Piazza from South Shore Conservatory. And they're coming in and doing programs that is literacy connected. So they're doing art that is connected to our literacy curriculum to help support. And it has been a huge hit. And Catherine is from England and has a British accent, and the kids just think that Mary Poppins has joined the staff at the Eston School. And Phelps. So they have started a new program, a house program, and it makes me think of Harry Potter, but they have a house program, and the houses are Valor, Honor, Unity, Harmony, and Radiance. And they have mascots, and I am telling you, they are taking this very seriously. So this is really happening. It allows them to build community, so students are grouped not just within their classrooms, but across the school, so they're trying to deepen their connections. Students meet monthly in groups of 15 to 18 students, so it reminds me as a former high school principal of some of the advisory groups that we use at the high school for either social emotional work or just getting to know kids one-on-one. So fantastic program, and it's going very, very well. And as you can tell from the photos, the teachers are really taking this seriously. They had a volleyball night, grade 4 volleyball night, where grade 4 played the staff in volleyball, and that was a huge hit. They raised over $300 for Rockland Holiday Magic, which is, I think, all of us light up when we talk about Rockland Holiday Magic, and we remember Ann Phelps, who founded it, and all the tremendous work that does within the community for kids around the holidays. And they held their first annual trunk or treat on the 25th, and they had over 400 families.
Yeah, it was a big take.
Really incredible turnout. So congratulations to Phelps. I think things are really cooking down there. Rogers Middle School, we had 2 band students, Landon Zaro and Tristan Farquharson, were invited to the Bridgewater State University Honors Band Festival. And Miss Leahy helped guide the students through that experience. They had Spirit Week, and they celebrated cultural pride. Students completed their science labs, and they dissected owl pellets. Students analyzed the contents of the pellets to determine what they had consumed. And then finally, the Great Pumpkin Race, which I believe was heard throughout Rockland and perhaps into Abington and other areas, because the PA system is so great now, thanks to WRPS. Thank you very much. And they just had an amazing job doing the Great Pumpkin Race. And that was Rogers Middle School, just term 1. In Rockland High School, they're very, very proud of the AP scores from last year and the recognition that's brought to the staff and to the students, obviously. And last year, our passing rate increased from 46% to 70%. Then they had a very successful grade 8 open house, and they enjoyed an outstanding homecoming weekend. They had a pep rally, their game, the crowning of Miss Rockland, the homecoming dance, and the crowning of the King and Queen. So we have had a fast and furious term 1, but lots of great things going on, and just wanted to put together a little overview of some of the things that have been going on.
Excellent, I love
Okay.
it. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Good things happening here. All right, I'll let you get settled, and then it's going back to you for your report.
Thank you. The only thing I want to say is I do know people are probably curious about MCAS and the effects.
Right.
What is the effect?
I was going to ask that.
And my answer to that has been it really doesn't change anything that we are doing on this end. It does change the requirement for students and allows a student who, say, had been struggling to pass the MCAS to still graduate if they pass all of their classes. But it really doesn't change anything that we do on our end. We are still going to very strongly encourage students who need to take a retake to do so because they are eligible for scholarships to state schools with their scores. So we are going to continue to encourage them, but it really isn't going to change anything that we do on our end. We still give the exam, we still give the retakes, we're still going to encourage kids to do their best. But I just wanted to put that out to the public because it really isn't changing anything that we're doing on our end, in my opinion.
I wonder if it will just change the pressure to the kid that's not the best test taker,
Mm-hmm.
right? That they
Right.
can't get that far,
Yeah,
and they just struggle that way.
absolutely. I
Yeah.
think there was a belief by many that it was doing away with the MCAS.
Right, yes.
And that's just not the case. And so I think some people may be surprised to hear that it's really not changing,
Right.
really what we're doing. The MCAS will still guide our curriculum, but for those who really wanted this to go away, I think their hope was that MCAS would have less control over our general curriculum
Correct.
and perhaps allow us to do more with art and music and languages and things that aren't MCAS exams. So, in that spirit, that it may move the needle a bit, but it's still, testing is something that we do a lot of in school. It's not super fun for the kids, and it takes up a lot of time, and that will not change.
Right. I think
So-
you always hear the teach to the test, right? It's controlling the curriculum because that's what you're teaching. You're teaching for them to pass the MCAS.
Right.
And I think that was the goal, to not have it
Right.
be needed so much,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So,
So, and that's all I have.
all right. Thank you. Any questions or comments to Dr. Cron?
Do we know, like on average, say per year, how many students from our high school didn't graduate because they didn't pass the MCAS?
I'd have to speculate, but I would say it would be rare that one.
Okay.
You know, I really don't think it's happening often. The retests, the students take the retests seriously. But then again, if you're a student who joins us from another country and you don't speak English, you get a 1-year waiver for ELA, and then you have to take the exam the next year. So if I came in and I'm 13, 14 years old, I could see it being very difficult to be able to pass. So, but I'd have to go back and check the numbers, but I don't think it happens very often.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And in the high school, they have different things set up so that they can, different like prep classes and things like that to help them take it, because it is such a hard thing and not every kid is a great test taker.
Right.
So hopefully that helps them, but at least I think it will alleviate that pressure.
The pressure.
Yeah, the
Because I think
pressure.
sometimes
With
the
the little
pressure
guys,
is
too.
more than the test.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Some people just don't do well on standardized tests.
Right, right. So, okay, we'll go on to our public service announcements. Phyllis?
So, as we talked about term 1, the middle school has their honor roll ceremonies coming up. So Thursday's grade 5, Friday's grade 6, Monday's grade 7, and Tuesday's grade 8. So excited to see everyone celebrate their students who did do so well in this first term. And then also a shout out to the Rockland High School varsity cheer team, who once again won the South Shore League Championship. And there were 6 ladies named to the All-Stars, so I'm just going to announce them.
Excellent.
Gracie Spadia, Maeve Daly, Ashley Moran, Brielle Adams, Lucy Burns, and Rachel Galem. And so congratulations to all of the cheerleaders, especially the All-Stars, and thanks for continuing to make Rockland proud.
All right, thank you.
Incredible.
It is incredible. It's a hard sport.
Yes, it's a tough sport. I just wanted to give a shout out to Mr. Bergman and the drama department. It was a great way on Friday to end a really tough week. It was light, it was silly, a lot of laughing, and I was really impressed by the number of students that participated in drama. I thought that was wonderful, so well done, Mr. Bergman and the high school drama cast. It was fun.
Thank you. All right, I have, first, last week when it was election day, the students didn't have school, but the faculty had what's called a PD day, a professional development day, and our team of staff went and they did, or I shouldn't say went, they had Alice training here, run by Officer Schnabel and Ms. Paulding, correct? And so Alice training is their alert, lockdown, inform, counter, and evacuate. It's our training for if something serious, a shooter or something happened here at Rockland Public Schools. And I just wanted to commend the staff. It's not an easy thing. From what I've heard, it's quite scary for the faculty to be involved in that. And I appreciate that they all do it. They do it and do it their best. They are all in about keeping our students safe and keeping themselves safe. So I appreciate the time that they took for that training and for Officer Schnabel and Kathy Paulding for teaching it. And then I have some more South Shore League All-Stars for cross-country and track and field, Claire Carpini and Luca Banuk. Congratulations to them. Our students from Rogers Middle School and the high school went to Bourne National Cemetery to place flags on the gravestones, so thank you for doing that. And tomorrow night, Dining for a Cause for Rockland Holiday Magic at Players. And that's all I have. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion
Motion to adjourn.
adjourn. Thank you. Motion to
Second.
adjourn.
I have it down now.
And you have a second?
Yeah.
So all those in favor? All right, that's a wrap. Thank you.